You're watching or listening to Who's of Games, and in this edition we'll be seeing just how many points Matt can score because he's not competitive, right? So you don't have to. Hi, I'm JR.
Hi, I'm Matt of the University of Exeter.
Hello, I'm Dylan from London Metropolitan University. Didn't pass.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
shame. I'm Ian from Canterbury Christ Church College, where I got a drinking man's first.
Well, in the words of Richard Osman, welcome one, welcome all to day 4 of Who's of Games, in which we'll be playing 5 rounds of slightly random nonsense and trying to decide which one of you is the random nonsensist of the random nonsenses. Got to be very careful not to mess that up. I've got no script in front of me. I shouldn't really be doing this.
You don't say.
Shall we just get on with it? 5 rounds, not the same 5 rounds as we've played before. Some of them will be, some of them will be a little different. I will explain as we go on what each of the rounds is going to be. I don't suppose anybody's watching this one for the first time when there's episodes numbered 1 to 3 in front of it. So I think people have probably got it now, even if they've not seen the programme before. The first round, on the other hand, I've called Only Connect. And what I'm going to do, this is a buzzer round, I'm going to read out the names of 5 people. No, Matt, you're not allowed to have pen and paper. There's no pen and paper on the real edition.
They have iPads, don't they?
No, they don't use them except on the round where they need to
Okay.
write numbers and stuff.
Well, I need to write numbers and stuff.
No, you won't need you will not need a pad at any point during the course of this.
Okay.
I'm going to read out the names of 5 actors. I think they're all actors in all of these. And I want you to buzz in when you think you know which story connects them. Remember, if you buzz in and give a wrong answer, you cannot then buzz in again to give me the correct answer. So if you come in and say it wrong, you don't get any points. So here we go. Here's the first one. Got your Who brains on? Here we go. John Woodnut. Dennis Carey.
Beep.
Go on, Matt.
Shit. Carry on.
Right. Matt's out for this one. Jeffrey Beavers. Anthony Ainley.
Buzz.
Oh, I think Dylan just got there first.
Is it the Keeper of Traken?
And Sarah Sutton. It is the Keeper of Traken. 1 point to Dylan.
Don't buzz after 2. Don't buzz after 2.
No. Especially on some of these. Some of these have got trick ones in just to throw you off the scent.
Okay.
Here comes the second one then. This one's a bit of an easy one. Colin Spall.
Buzz.
Well, Ian, this could fall either one of 2 ways. This could be a brilliant buzz, or you could have fallen for the trick.
I could have fallen for the trick. I'll go Rise of the Cybermen.
Noel Clarke, Don Warrington, David Tennant, and Roger Lloyd Pack.
It was a risk that paid off.
It was a risk that paid off. Okay.
It's a stupid game.
Says Matt at the end when he's sort of 15 points ahead of everybody. He'll be crowing rather differently. Yeah. Here comes the third one. Carl Forgione.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Oh, Ian.
Ghostlight.
Incorrect.
But yeah.
Christopher Burgess. Anybody can buzz at any point.
Buzz.
No, Ian, you can't buzz because you've already buzzed.
All right.
Dylan and Matt, did either of you want to buzz now or no?
No, carry on quickly.
Right.
Get on with it.
Carl Forgione,
yes.
Christopher Burgess, Cyril Shaps, Kevin Lindsay, John Durth.
Buzz.
Go on, Matt.
Planet of the Spiders?
Correct.
Okay. Oh, this is a great game. It's the best.
He's cock of the walk.
So was Carl Forgione in both Planet of the Spiders and Ghostlight?
Yeah,
that's interesting. I never made that connection.
Yeah.
Right, here comes the fourth one, penultimate one in this round. This will be interesting. Linda Barron.
Bears Buzz.
Matt.
Okay, Enlightenment.
not in light.
Damn.
Buzz.
Ian.
The gunfighters.
No, it's not the
No,
gunfight.
no.
Dylan, this is all on you then. You can listen to the entire rest of the names. If you like. Linda Barron, Alex Kingston, Frances Barber, Daisy Haggard, and James Corden.
Oh, and
Now you have to remember what it's called.
oh, is it closing time?
It is closing time.
There
Dylan,
you go.
another point to you. Matt, this is not the first day of the week anymore either, so if you buzz in, I'm going to need an answer straight away. There's no buzzing in and then thinking about it.
I didn't buzz in and think about it. I buzzed in and got it wrong. Had a second chance.
Thought,
There's a
no point,
there's
there
a
was no
difference.
Yeah.
Right, this next one's going to be really interesting. Let's see who buzzes first on this one. John Pertwee, Nicholas Courtney, Richard Franklin, Caroline John, Richard Herndon.
Buzz.
Ian,
5 Doctors.
it is the 5 Doctors. You know, Caroline John was the ringer there because the only story that she and Richard Franklin appeared in together was the 5 Doctors. So you could possibly have got it after 4 if you'd thought of that. But at the end of that first round, Matt, you're on 1 point. 2 points each, Dylan and Ian, joint leaders. Okay, now this next round is called Correction Centre. And in this round, I'm going to read you out a quotation from an episode of Doctor Who. But what I will do is swap out one of the words for another word that maybe sounds just a little bit like it. And I want you to tell me which word I've got wrong and tell me what the correct word should be. So this is
We just need the correct word, not the story it's from.
You don't need to tell me which story it's from. No, you just need to tell me which word needs replacing and what it needs replacing with.
Okay.
Here you go. Here's the first one. And I've got to tell you, just to make it a little bit easier, the first 3. Oh, this is an individual round as well. So no buzzing on this one. Sorry.
Poised, ready to go.
I'm not quite with it tonight. So I'm going to go round each of you in turn and you can buzz in if that person gets it wrong. And I'm going to go round alphabetically. So I'll start with Dylan. Your first story is going to be a classic series story. Your second story is going to be a new series story. So I will give you that before we start. Your first one, then, Dylan, this is for you before it goes on the buzzer to the other 2 if you don't get it. I've got everything I want except, of course, my threesome.
I know how they feel.
You need to tell me what the wrong word is and then what it should be. Shall I repeat it for the?
Yes, repeat it.
Please do repeat. Yeah.
I'm going to repeat it for the sake of not having listener silence on the audio version of this podcast. I've got everything I want except, of course, my threesome.
I mean, I would say threesome's the wrong word, but I couldn't tell you what the replacement was.
Buzz.
Ooh, Matt's buzzed in. Go on, Matt.
I'm going to guess freedom.
Yes, because they are all words that sound a little bit like the ones they're replacing. I did say that. And it is freedom. And just for the sake of it, Matt, do you know what the story is?
No, I just thought freedom sounded like threesome.
Okay.
As I've done in the past.
It's actually from the Sea Devils. It's the Master.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
He says it to Trenchard, I think.
I mean, he could have it as well. With Trenchard and the Doctor.
Or Trenchard and one of the Sea Devils, even.
He'd probably rather have it with Missy and, Mr. Saxon Master, if you were going to have a freedom with anyone.
Ian, it's your turn.
Oh,
and here comes yours. When did you last have the pleasure of smelling a flower, watching a Muppet, eating a well-prepared meal?
Muppet and Sunset.
Correct.
I hate
and
that.
the story.
The story was Earthshock.
Indeed, it was. Matt.
Irritating quote. Sub-Pertwee rubbish. Sorry, carry on.
That was irritating as saying quotes when you mean quotation, but I do that all the time anyway. Here we go then, Matt. This one's yours. Marriage isn't just a matter of not being frightened, you know. It's being afraid and doing what you have to do anyway. And I think we're back on the subject of freedom here, aren't we?
Okay, so it's not marriage.
Yes.
Can you repeat it, please?
Marriage isn't just a matter of not being frightened, you know. It's being afraid and doing what you have to do anyway.
Courage.
It is courage. Well done, Matt. Do you know what the story is?
It sounds like a great piece of Troughton dialogue. But no, I can't remember.
It's John Pertwee. In
Fantastic John
Planet of
Pertwee
the
dialogue.
Jamie.
Right, we swing back round to Dylan. Dylan, this is yours. The way and this is new series now as well, of course. The way I see it, every wife is a pile of good things and bad things. The good things don't always soften the bad things, but vice versa, the bad things don't always spoil the good things or make them unimportant.
So it's wife and life.
It is wife and life indeed.
This is telling us more about JR at the moment than anything else. He's had threesome, marriage, and wife as alternative words that he's made up out of the ether.
Well, I didn't make them up. I got the quotes, and then I thought, which words do I need to swap out? And then found something that found it.
And Dr. Freud helped you substitute the words with.
Well, look, you know, I'm up next. If the next word is dogging, we know we're in trouble.
Okay.
Here we are then, Ian. Because what's the point in them being snappy if they're going to be sad later? The answer is, of course, because they're going to be sad later.
It's you made me forget by keeping talk.
I'll go back to the start.
No. It was snappy for happy.
Snappy for happy is correct. Do you know the story?
And I'm never going to say this again, but I want to say Nightmare in Silver.
No, it's the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe.
Of course it is.
Right, finally in this round then, Matt. Never be cruel, never be cowardly. Hate is always foolish, love is always wise. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be blind.
Never fail to be kind.
Correct. And do you know the story?
Oh, Twice Upon a Time?
It is indeed Twice Upon a Time. At the end of that round, Dylan, you're on 3 points. Ian and Matt, you are each on 4 points.
Ooh.
Well, everybody's doing rather well. You're all within a point of each other. That could all change now. In round 3, this is a guessing round. So I'm going to let each of you have a guess. And the one who gets closest gets the points. Now, the way I'm going to mark this might vary depending just on how accurately you get this, because there are 3 parts, I guess, to each of these questions. I've got the names of 5 actors in front of me, and I want you to try and guess their birthday. In other words, what I'm really looking for is to see which one of you can get closest to the year. But having said that, if you want to take a guess at the date and the month as well, I mean, if you get the year and you get the date and you get the month, I guess there'll be bonus points. So 1 point if you get it the closest, 2 points if you get the year bang on, 3 points if you get the month, 4 points if you get the actual date. So I want you all to keep your eye on the screen to make sure none of you are cheating behind my back. Okay. The first one we're going to guess at, we'll start with Dylan, is Nicholas Courtney.
His birthday.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go... I'm going to go 1939. And
Go on.
Let's go for July the 15th.
15th of July. Ian, do you want to take a guess on Nicholas Courtney?
September the 8th, 1932.
And Matt.
I'm going to go July the 13th. 19. What did Dylan say? 1939?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, it's 1939.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to tell you, 1 point to Ian there, because it was, in fact, the 16th of December, 1929. And at 1932, he was the closest. Your second one is Matt Smith. This time going to Ian first. Matt Smith.
The 4th of June, 1986.
Okay, Matt.
The 3rd of... No. I'm going to say the 4th of June, 1984.
Okay. And Dylan.
I'm going to say the 7th of June, 1982.
Do you know what? You can keep the same day and month, but it makes no difference if you've chosen a different year, does it?
No.
But I've got to tell you, what have you got the correct year? So that's 2 points for Dylan, because it was the 28th of October, 1982.
Do you know why I know that? It's because he when he was cast as Doctor Who, I was like, oh God, he's only a year older than me, and that was the first time we got close. Now we're shooting Gatwa, you know. It's all
That'll do it.
yeah.
Well, this one could be good for Matt then. So the next one we're guessing, and Matt, it is your guess first, is Elizabeth Sladen.
Oh, so Elizabeth Sladen must be 19. Bear with me. 1957.
Do you want to guess the date?
1st of January 1957.
Okay. Dylan.
Phew. I'm going to go 1949.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will go the 2nd of September.
And finally, Ian.
I was going to go 48. So let's say February the 19th, 1948.
Right. 1 point there because it was 1946, 1st of February, 1946.
Well out.
So yeah, I was going to say, so she started
Yes,
working on Doctor Who
yeah.
when she was 16.
I did the mathematics after I gave the answer,
Yeah.
which is why my
Yeah.
face fell as I counted up.
I thought that was why you was taking so long, because you were doing the maths. This one might be a little bit easier then. Coming to Ian first for this one. No, back to Dylan. Sorry, I'm back to Dylan first on this one. Catherine Tate.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to go 1974, and I'm going to say it was the 30th of March.
Okay. And so, Ian, Catherine Tate.
Okay, November the 18th, 1967.
1967. And Matt.
I'm going to go with the 29th of March, 1974.
Okay, and so none of you have got more than 1 point again, but the one who was closest was Ian. It was 1969, the 5th of December. So finally in this round, and Ian, you're the first one to go on this, Peter Purves.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to have April the 12th, 1931.
Matt.
April the 12th, 1935.
And so finally, Dylan.
I'm going to go 1939. I'm going for September, and we're going for September the 17th.
So, somebody got themselves 2 points again. One of you's got the year spot on, although not the date. It was the 10th of February, 1939. 2 points to Dylan.
That was a bad round for me.
Dylan's come out of that with 4 points, taking him up to 7. Ian's come out of that with 3 points, also taking him up to 7. I'll just quickly skate over.
Can we do general knowledge now?
Oh no, get your pad out, Matt. We're going to do monstergrams. Round 4 is an individual round.
Well, that's not fair if he's got a pad and I are operating song.
Yeah, because I'm the only one that's able to get paper. Like it's such a rare commodity.
Do we actually need paper?
No, you don't need paper, and I don't think you should be allowed to have paper, but we're doing this on Skype, so you try getting it off him.
Don't allow him.
I said earlier in the episode he wasn't allowed to use a pad and paper.
I will put my pad and paper to one side.
Excellent. Right, here we go. I don't think you'll need it, frankly. I don't make the anagrams hard.
I think
actually,
he's got that condition.
Well, actually, there's one that's, well, we'll get to it. Okay.
I'm terrible at anagrams, so
Yeah.
Excellent.
you guys have got this.
Well, this is called Monstergram, so I only need for you to give me the name of the monster or creature species. Always singular. I'm not looking for Daleks, for example. It would be Dalek rather than Daleks. And the first one, and this is for you, Dylan, and if you don't get this, it'll be on the buzzer, but the first one is Attractor.
Tractator?
It's Tractator. You got it. The second one,
Oh, yeah.
this one's for Ian. This one's an easy one.
Oh, good.
Possibly. Dish rag.
Drashig.
Yeah, it is. I didn't know if you'd remember that. Matt, yours is just 6 letters long. Domino.
Monoid.
It is monoid. Well done. Now, going round with the second one. The second ones are all a little bit harder. Dylan, coming back to you. I say a little bit harder, maybe not. Lit reptile.
Lit reptile. Oh, pterodactyl.
He got it. Ian, second one for you.
Yeah.
Ant arson.
Sontaran.
It is Sontaran. Finally, Matt, last one for you. And this is porn, as in Pawn, negligee porn. I'm back to round 2, aren't I? He is writing this down.
Oh, yeah, of course. Porn negligee.
You can just
Yes.
do my search history. You don't need to write it down.
I'm not sure how you spell. Oh, Weeping Angel.
It is Weeping Angel. Correct. That means everybody.
Admittedly, when I was writing it down, obviously I did P-O and then had to change it to an A rapidly.
So going
Of course.
into the final round and the mayhem which then ensues, we've got Matt on 6 points, but we know how Matt does on Answer Smash. Ian and Dylan on 9 points each. So here is Answer Smash. There's plenty of them, so anything could happen, but I am going to be stricter on this. If you buzz in, I need you to give me an answer straight away, and I need you to give me the correct answer with no obvious fluffs. I'm not going to be so strict that I'm an absolute authoritarian over it, but I am going to be pretty strict. If you don't give me an answer straight away, you can't buzz in and then think about it. So here you go. Answer Smash. You've all done this, haven't you? You need to smash the 2 answers together in the middle. With slightly cryptic clues, here's the first one. Not the location of Unit HQ in the 3 Doctors, and associate producer at the start of Doctor Who.
Buzz.
Go on, Ian.
Crow Mervyn. Oh, I can't remember his last name. Hayes.
Oh, no.
Buzz?
Matt came in first, but I should have said you lose a point for getting it wrong.
Oh,
But Ian, I didn't say that, and Ian did do the heavy lifting there, so I'm not going to take a point off on this first one.
thank you.
But
Thank you.
subsequent to this, you will lose a point for getting it wrong. Matt, you did get in there first.
Crow Mervyn Pinfield.
It is Crow Mervyn Pinfield.
Oh,
This is genuinely stressful. This is a horrible
I
thing
know.
to do.
Here comes the second one. First male companion, revival writer. Silence ensues. First actor who played the first male companion.
Oh,
Buzz.
Bing.
Oh, Ian got in there first.
William Russell T Davies.
Of course, it was Ian who got the William Russell correct.
He's my
Your-
favourite.
He is your favourite, isn't he? Okay. Might be a theme developing here. Dinosaur director, midshipman frame.
Buzz?
Oh, go on, Dylan.
Paddy Russell Tovey.
Toby.
Paddy Russell Tovey is correct. Nicely done. Here we go then. Bristol boy and bad butler to the dinosaurs.
Buzz.
Go on, Matt.
Dave Martin Jarvis.
Well done. That was a nice one. Okay, next one. Traitor of fear behind Belial.
Yeah.
The traitor from the Web of Fear, and the actor who plays Belial.
Oh,
Ian was,
Yes.
go on.
Sergeant Arnold Yarrow.
Yes, it is. Strictly speaking, it's Staff Sergeant Arnold Yarrow, but yeah,
Ah.
Sergeant Arnold Yarrow. Sergeant Arnold Yarrow is definitely close enough. I got a feeling I should send you all a pack of heart pills before we do the next one.
Yeah. Or just an adult nappy, because
Okay, here we go. Ice Warriors' second outing and story featuring the 700th wonder of the universe.
Says Buzz.
Go on, Matt.
Seeds of Death to the Daleks.
The Seeds of Death to the Daleks. It is.
nice.
Thanks.
Okay, here we go. Astronaut conclusion and second cyber outing.
Buzz.
Go on, Matt.
Day of the Moon Base.
Day of the Moon Base is correct. Oh, things are getting very interesting on the score sheet right about now. Twin Dilemma writer, Dr. Dancer's writer.
Buzz.
Go on, Ian.
Anthony Stephen Moffat.
Nicely done. Anthony Stephen Moffat is correct. Okay, this one's very cryptic. First, third, second to last, second.
Buzz.
Go on, Dylan.
Spearhead from Space Pirates.
Nicely done. That is correct. Right, finally in this round, unless it turns out that we need a decider, because I do have a decider question, but this is the last one in this round, and this is a triple answer smash. So I'm going to give you 3 clues, and you need to smash all 3 answers together. Here we go. 11th hour enemy, Castra Valvan Salvation, Doctor's Door in the God Complex.
I'm out.
Shall I read it again?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
I mean, if you get the first 2 or the
Yeah,
first and last,
I can't get the first one.
the 11th hour enemy,
Yes.
Castra Valvan Salvation.
Oh, Buzz.
But yeah.
Oh, Ian.
No,
you
it's
should have
Dylan.
spoken up.
Yeah.
Dylan. Go on, Dylan.
Prisoner Zero Room. Oh fuck! I forgot the last. 11.
Which?
Buzz.
Oh,
fuck.
nicely done. Dylan takes it at the
Oh, he's
end.
got it. Damn it.
Well,
Oh.
turns out we are going to need the decider question, because at the end of all that, Matt on 10 points, but Ian and Dylan, thanks to that little bit of genius right at the death, 12 points each.
This is too much for
Oh,
me.
God.
So
Good luck, guys.
I've got a decider for Ian and Dylan to fight out.
If they
And I
if
need
they
a
get
swig
it,
of water
if they
for
both
this.
get it wrong, can they lose 3 points?
Well,
He's
this is
always
how
gotta
it
find
works.
an edge, isn't he? Oh,
If you buzz in and get it right, you're the winner. If you buzz in and get it wrong, you lose a point, and therefore your opponent is the winner. So here it comes. For Dylan and Ian, and once again, this is a triple answer smash.
oh no.
Oh.
Actually, it's not difficult, this one. It's,
Okay.
well, I don't think it's difficult, but we'll see. It's quite fun. EastEnder in time, Hartnell Dalek director, Lon. Shall I repeat it?
Yes, please.
EastEnder.
Buzz.
Oh no, Ian's got it. Go on.
Wendy Richard Martin Clunes.
It's correct.
Oh,
Lon
very good.
Martin Clunes. Well, the winner of that then is Ian. Nicely played, Ian. Matt's never going to be able to show his face on this podcast again after that. It was very close.
I'd like won one, lost one. That's fine. I can, technically speaking, everyone's beating John Arnold at the moment. I think.
He's won one.
Yes, but Ian beat me and Dylan beat me, and I beat John Arnold. So technically, Ian and Dylan beat John Arnold.
I'll take that.
Yes,
Makes sense.
if that's the way you want to look at it.
It is.
What we
the way I want
definitely
look at
need
it.
to do is a 5th episode, the last day of the 5, in which we will decide who is the greatest of all the Who's of Gamesers. Meanwhile, thanks for playing. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. I was JR.
I was Matt.
I was Dylan.
And I was the winner.
And we will speak again soon.